Hey man, how's it going there? Artichoke dip, how you doing? Oh, hey. I'm the wizard from the coast. Oh, right. Yeah, I know who you are. Yeah, me and you used to know one another pretty well. Actually, I used to buy a lot of your stuff, but, well, kind of stopped. It's a shame for you, but, you know, well, I guess you really can't blame me, can you? Damn, it's hot. You know, if you want to keep going on the conversation, I'll send you a link here, and when we can do this over the site, okay? I mean, just can't believe it. Just whatever. Send me a link for what? We're sitting here. We're supposed to be having a conversation. I mean, do you understand what conversation is? You know, when you're in the same room with somebody, you don't. Jeez, oh peeps, give me that damn thing. Let's talk face to face. You don't need that. I mean, what the hell? I just. Anyways, let's get real. Let's have a real down-to-earth conversation here and just cut all the bull crap out. Huh? Okay, it's like OMG. I don't understand it. I mean, you know, it was sent spammers to send comments, and it's just you don't talk about anything that we have anymore. I don't understand it. And I mean, we want to sell more, but we just can't. And you know, I mean, well, why? I mean, why? It's just you're so mean. I just don't understand it. Okay, well, let's jump on into it. Well, first thing was, I mean, you kind of did the whole OGL thing. I mean, that was bad. I mean, what were you thinking? I mean, you were just gonna take other people's lives' work and their intellectual properties and everything and just rip them out right from underneath them and just basically a big cash grab for what? I mean, you know, I may be a working class person, but I understand the basics of business, and you know, why not just strengthen partnerships and give incentives and help people, give them a reason to make more, to be able to get a larger audience base and get more people out there. I mean, that's the first thing. And the second thing is, you know, I kind of remember, didn't you have your CEO, I mean, go public and say they want, you know, middle-aged, I should say, white males like myself can't leave the hobby fast enough? I ain't leaving the hobby. Truth is, there's just so much other good stuff out there that I don't know what you were thinking. I really don't. You really stepped in it. I mean, you really stepped in it, and you kind of hurt yourself bad on that one. I don't think there's any coming back from it. You know, I mean, I'll be honest with you. You really did kind of piss old Artichoke off, and I think a lot of the people out here, too, they kind of felt the same way, because we were the ones buying your stuff, and basically you said you don't want us to buy it anymore. So we responded the way you want, and now you're upset about it? I mean, you don't find this confusing? You don't find this, like, indecisive in any way? It just doesn't make any sense. And, and the third thing, I'm not a damn influencer. I'm not getting paid to talk about what I talk about. I talk about gaming because I love gaming. This is like my hobby. This is my, I mean, what you see around me is a lifelong pursuit of purchasing, playing, enjoying, and, well, I mean, you gotta get real. This isn't a necessity in life. People do this when they got some extra coin to be able to throw at it. It's not like, you know, it comes before, I don't know, groceries or paying the electric bill or putting gas in the tank, right? I mean, you gotta get real here. I mean, what the hell were you thinking? It's not just that. I mean, it's more than that. I mean, everything is slumped and it's gone away, and it's just because your guys' fault. I mean, we didn't do anything wrong. We don't do anything wrong. It's just that everybody out there is so mean, and they just don't see anything our way. I mean, it's not like, you know, we're trying to, I don't know, use corporate influence or anything, and even the trading cards have slowed down. I don't understand what's happening. What's happening? Won't you just please talk about it? Maybe just help sell some books or something. I mean, it would really work out, because it's stopped. I don't get it. I don't understand what's going on. I mean, isn't this edition like the best edition that has ever existed, ever? Well, I mean, let's get real about this. Yeah, there's so many editions of this game. It's not a bad thing. I mean, you know, it gives a large variety of different play styles and viewpoints from gamers. And, well, you gotta understand something. Different people connect with different editions and like different things about it. So, well, it makes no sense that people like me that, you know, grew up with this. I mean, the original D&D that Gygax and Arneson released onto the world, we like that. It speaks to us. And, well, when we see other companies out there that are celebrating and putting more content out there, we enjoy to play it. And, I mean, you gotta look at it this way. You just can't expect everybody to be on the same page with everything. I mean, that's like having the mindset that every single person likes a can of sardines. I can tell you I don't like sardines, but maybe some people do like them on their pizza. Certainly not me. And that's kind of like what you're pushing here. I mean, what gives? What happened? I mean, what happened to just putting out what gamers wanted? Not trying to make a political type of statement. You know, I mean, if people feel strongly one way or the other, well, their beliefs are their beliefs, and they're going to live their lives according to that. The gaming shouldn't reflect that. The gaming should stay true to what it is. If it's good, people are going to connect with it regardless. I mean, you know, that's the way gaming's always been. It's funny. I don't ever remember a time to when people of all walks of life were never invited to a game table to be able to play. As a matter of fact, they were welcomed. This hobby has always been one when you find like-minded people who enjoy it, you celebrated it. And you were like, hell yeah, slide up a seat. Let's get this thing going. Tell me about your character. What is the background? What's going on? And this is what we have. You see what I'm saying? There other systems out there are still doing that. They're not, like, just completely isolating their customer base and pretty much kicking them to the curb because they're trying to cash in on Well, what's popular right now? I mean, hey, listen, I'm not part of your sales marketing team here, but I can certainly tell you the way you're going about doing it, man, that would be like if the gyroscope went out on your jet and your trajectory currently right now is negative 25 degrees plummeting towards Earth at a rapid speed. You know, you may want to rethink your marketing strategies and what you're doing. And I mean, truth be known, listen, I purchased the books. I have them. I bought them because at that time, you didn't isolate me out of, as you put it, the way you look at it, you're the be-all, end-all of the gaming community. Because, truth be known, even corporately, because your name is big, I think at this stage of the game, you guys actually represent a very, well, small portion of the pie. I'm not saying your name isn't big, because it is big. Nobody's going to dispute that. And the vast majority of people out there, when they make videos and talk about it, not just creators like me, but others, yeah, they still do reference your name because cognitively, this is what people who don't even play the game or even own any of your products, they've heard the name, so they know what you're talking about. But there's other publishers out there that are putting out really good stuff, and they don't isolate their customer base or running them away. As a matter of fact, they're welcoming them in. And, you know, you kind of, like I said, really stepped in it. You chased us off. I don't know if there's only any going back at this point. I mean, maybe the only way you could is, you know, go back to what you guys used to be, what you used to represent. And that was just gaming for everybody without, was identity politics stuff that nobody even really likes. It's toxic. And the vast majority of people can actually even see through it. You know, it's the reason why I don't talk about it on my channel, because I just refuse to engage in it. I refuse to help fuel the fire, basically, of the hate that you guys are trying to propagate and spread. No, Artichoke, that's not true. I mean, just listen. You're being so mean, and you're so hateful, and you just, I'm just such a victim. I can't. Look what you've done. I mean, you won't even talk about any of the products. I don't understand why. What we said was just true. It was just, you want to deny it, but we just felt as if your type of people couldn't leave fast enough, so we could draw in new people to be able to marketize towards. And I mean, you see that as a bad thing, but we see it as a way to cash in. It's just why, Artichoke? Won't you just make the whole channel about just 5e, please? Well, I can tell you right now, it's not going to happen. The reason why it's not going to happen is, you gotta understand, different people have different points of views, feelings. They're real people with real emotions. And the fact that, you guys pulled what you did, let's just admit it. Man, that was just a complete dick move. That's all it was, on all fronts. And I'm sorry. I just can't support something, even the wizard like yourself that lives on the coast. And sorry to hear about your trading card game just completely tanking. That's, I don't know what to tell you. I always thought, like I said, hey, who am I to say this? I'm just a gamer. I'm just, everyday Joe, working class type of guy. But even I would suggest maybe, you you should get with your marketing research department and maybe look at who's buying your products and what they're interested in and what is going to attract them to buying your products, rather than just basically give them something they're totally, completely disinterested with and they don't want to buy at high prices. I mean, I don't know what to say, other than the reason why I don't talk about just 5E everything everywhere is because, well, like I told you guys, you know, you tried to screw a lot of people over out there, and then you just isolated people in my age class that, well, play a lot of your games. Well, not, so to speak, your games anymore, but other publishers out there that have put out stuff. They've moved on. They don't acknowledge this. They just put out gaming content for us to enjoy, rather than, yeah, I don't know what to tell you there, Wizard, other than, you know, if you want me to start talking about your products again, you better do a 180-degree reversal on the trajectory you are currently on in order for that to happen, because I'm sorry, it put a very bad taste in my mouth with, you know, D&D. And like I said, I own the 5e core rulebooks. Will I eventually play another solo RPG in it? Yeah. Will I put it out there? And probably not. No. I mean, the only thing it does is it helps you on your conquest of basically whatever it is, or wherever you're heading. It doesn't seem to be very good. And, well, I wish you the best. I mean, I just keep telling you, I'm not an influencer. I'm sorry. I'm a gamer. I actually buy these to play them. I don't get paid to talk about them. So, you know, unfortunately, you're going to get, well, real product reviews. I'm going to tell you what I like and what I don't like. And if I come across a game system that stinks like 2-day-old shit, well, that's what you're going to get. I'm really sorry. You drink coffee, by the way? Would you like a cup of coffee? Can I, want me to get you one? But you're on D&D Beyond, right? I mean, do you use it, or do you think you're going maybe to use it? I mean, is that maybe consideration? I mean, maybe, what do you think? No, probably not. And it's nothing against, you know, electronic or anything like that. It's just, you know, when I go to play my hobbies, I want to disconnect from screens. I just don't want to do that. I'm old school, you know what I mean? This, you know what this is? It's called a pencil. It's got lead in it, and, you know, you write on this thing called paper, and, you know, it's pretty cool. The graphite transfers over to the paper, and then, you know, you can put the paper in a folder, and you can go back to it, and, you know, that's the way I like to do it. It's the old school way. I'm sorry. I mean, it just seems like this day and age, you know, everything's got an app, and with an app comes a new username, and with a new username comes a new freaking password that you have to memorize. To me, personally, and I'm sure others out there don't agree with me, and, you know, hey, to each their own. You know, if they're happy doing that, game on, man. Let them go. Me, No, these are my gaming notes. This is my stuff. Why should I have a password on it? If I want to access it, I want to access it now. I don't want to rely on an internet connection or whether the server has issues or whatever it is so I can't get to my stuff. No, sorry. I've already spent my money. I bought the physical core rule book and all that. Done my part, you know. Just the way I am. It's not going to change, you know. But then again, you did say you didn't want people like me. Remember? You remember that? I mean, I clearly remember this statement. And, well, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you just kind of, I mean, it's like if old Artichoke punched you in the fucking mouth right now. How would, you know, I mean, are you gonna want to talk to me after that? Or are you just gonna remember, you know, getting your teeth knocked out and you're just not gonna want to deal with me after that? You know? Really, I don't think I'm the mean one here. If anything, I think I'm having a civil, intelligent conversation with you, and you're the one that's just kind of, well, trying to change words around and trying to pull this whole entire thing that you're the victim when, well, in fact, man, you're like you are the one creating the victims out there, trying to screw people out of their licensing, isolating people. Come on, Wizard. You're gonna have to figure something out. You gotta do something. Because I'm telling you. I don't know. I just don't know. We don't know what the future holds. And, you know, the future is very uncertain, Wizard. So, I guess this is time. Maybe you need to take to yourself and do some serious soul searching. Did I offer you a coffee yet, by the way? You keep saying that. Why do you keep bringing that up? Let's just talk about something else. Let's just talk about, you know, I mean, if this game can be the only game and people can pay a lot of money to you know, play it and in order to get to their stuff they can pay more money. I mean, it's just, you know, the way it is. Yeah, I like coffee. Could I get a double espresso? Oh no. I almost fell. A double espresso. Ooh, what about a latte? You got a latte? Do you got anything like that? Maybe, I don't know. I'm so confused. What else do you have? I mean, oh, I just want money. Yeah, no, I don't have any of the, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's freshly ground coffee. I drank it black. I don't put anything in my coffee. Nothing. No cream, no sugar, no... Okay. I think I might have milk. Maybe some... I don't know. Maybe I could look around. Maybe we got some artificial sweetener. But you're gonna ruin this perfectly balanced blend of freshly ground Colombian coffee with, oh God, oh, just getting a headache thinking about this. Sorry man, this ain't a Starbucks. You know, this is, like I said, I'm just a working class person. I don't have any of the fancy dancy, what was that again you were drinking? I mean, wow. Huh. Okay, anyways, well, the money thing, well, sure, everybody wants to make money, but, I mean, maybe not everybody wants to go into bankruptcy for their hobbies either. I can tell you, I sure as the hell don't. And trust me, I spend a lot of money on my hobby. I spend more than I probably should, truth be known. But the way I look at it, if I'm gonna pay the money for it, I want to make sure I'm getting something good. I sure as hell don't want to get something that I know is, the company putting it out completely despises and freaking hates me. I'm sorry, but yeah, no, I can't do that. I mean, have you looked at Free League, by the way? Or maybe Troll Lord Games or Frog God Games? You seen what they've been doing? Just saying, maybe you want to. It might be very educational for you to kind of help you get your shit straightened out, you know what I mean? Oh my god, no, I couldn't drink coffee. Why are you being so mean? I mean, I need my phone back. I think I need the phone back. I just can't do this. I mean, please help me. Or just talk about nothing but 5e, please. Yeah, okay. Here you go, man. Damn. So, yeah, I hate to tell you, I don't think I can. I'm sorry. I think until you make amends with your customer base out there and, you basically you right the wrongs, I should say, that you've done, I can't. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. What does that mean? I will talk about other 5e based systems out there? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, check this out. This is good. It's good. It's the Lord of the Rings role-playing 5e. One of my favorite publishers, Free League. Very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, more than happy to talk about that. I mean, let's consider 5e is the rule set, right? It's the mechanics that drives the game. It's, not the be-all, end-all. And, well, like I said, man, what the hell were you thinking? Really? What were you thinking? Do you think you were just gonna march in here to old Artichoke Dip's channel and, like, you honestly think I'm an influencer? Oh, God. So, there's people in this world who are afraid to speak their mind, and then there's people like me. Well, let me put it to you this way. You're gonna get a piece of my mind, all right. Whether you like it or not. Chances are, probably not. I can be... Let me see. How did the fire chief put that to me? You can be rather abrasive at times. Sorry, I am who I am. I don't change myself for anybody. Especially not a corporation when it comes to just corporate greed and profits. No. I mean, no. In order to, get back into the good graces of Artichoke, you're going to have to do a lot. So let me tell you something. If I was to do to you what you've done to all these people out there, man, I couldn't imagine the amount of corporate lawyers and lawsuits that would have been fired off for this one. Even sending the Pinkerton out to go after people because they got shipped, what, Magic the Gathering cards that they shouldn't have had, but it was no fault on their part. It was, you know, is the way I understand it, a mishap on yours. But you go after them like gang stoppers? People who were just excited to get some gaming content? Huh. Wow. You know, most game companies would look at that as good publicity, and, well, they would probably have been like, yeah, we're happy to see that these people are just gung-ho diehards, and, man, game on. But you, guess you just didn't see it that way. You're blinded by the almighty buck. You should be blinded by what's good for the game. What are the gamers gonna really love and engage with? And we want the gamers to have fun and keep returning for the experience because they love it. Not just for their wallets. Man. Man, oh man, oh man. I don't know what to tell you, wizard. You want to see this, by the way? No. It says 5e. That's good. It's just... What's this? I mean, what would you do with this? I mean, you know, you could just do that on, you know, the Beyond. I mean, you know, if you think about it, it just... I mean, and, well... I mean, it's just, I don't, God, let me see here for a second. It's called a book, and despite, you know, internet, how fast it's running or slow, interruptions, regardless, it's accessible at any time. And it's a physical copy. I own it. It's mine. And I don't have to worry about, you know, anything that could possibly go wrong. I mean, let's face it, when it comes to electronics, you know, the times there can be hiccups. I mean, just look at AT&T. I mean, if they had the problems that they had and just seeing how people reacted that way, I mean, what are you going to do? You know, I don't know, you have 1 million or better angry gamers storming your gates because they can't access their maps and their books and their stuff like that. Did you ever think about that? Anyways, I'm going to drink my coffee because I like my coffee. It's good coffee. You know, it's I guess what you consider basic coffee. Sometimes basic things are good. I mean, basic D&D was good. Just saying. You know, if you want to, you know, you need a few pointers. I mean, there's one for you. Although the statements you put out on the books, I don't think are accurate or correct. I think those just more or less trying to pander to a specific, well, how do we put it, audience, rather than telling the truth of what it was. No, I'm not. No, I don't want any of the coffee. I don't want to hear anything about basic. And what you said, I think it's just hurtful. It's just, you know, you just gotta realize that. I mean, the world's moving away from you, Artichoke. It's just the way it is, and pretty soon everything will be electronic. And I don't think, you know, using AT&T is a good example of, you know, wait a minute, why won't my phone work? What's going on? Is your phone working, Artichoke? Right. yeah, tell you what, man. You know, this is all the time Artichoke really has in the gaming den. I got things to do, and I'm kind of on a very tight schedule. And I have another video to work on. I mean, I appreciate you stopping by, and sorry I couldn't help you out with the coffee or anything. It looks like you got some, I don't know, maybe some emotional, maybe you want to talk to somebody. I'm just saying. But, I got a video to work on. You remember this? I mean, it was, it's from the 3E, man. I mean, damn, he used to put out such great shit. And I mean, yeah. So anyways, I got this video to work on, and I gotta, get this out so people can see it and they can view it and make a decision as to, how they want to run their games. And I got a lot of, really interesting concepts and other things to bring to them, and little tips and stuff to show them how to run through this and use it. But yeah, hey, thanks for stopping by. Hey, anytime. And things change, let me know. Let me know, whether it be an apology, maybe whether making amends with all the other publishers you just kind of tried to really hurt. And maybe just maybe in the future, maybe things will change. And if they do, man, let me know. Maybe we can get back to the good old days of the way things were, and not the way things are now. Because truth is, the gaming community was never divided. I mean, we always had our old grouchy, as they put it, grognards out there that loved one edition over the other. But, at large part, we understood it. These were just older people that enjoyed what they enjoyed. They didn't want to be inundated with any of the newer stuff coming out. They enjoyed this because they connected with it, and it's what they really wanted. And hey, that's cool. And there were so many other game systems out there that people connect and enjoy with. That's what my channel is about. It's about celebrating all of these great game systems. Not just D&D, but so many more out there. I mean, we got Palladium Fantasy. You got RuneQuest. Don't even get me started on Free League. I mean, Forbidden Lands, my God, it's just out of this freaking world. I mean, this is just to name a few. What about Blades in the Dark? That's a good one too. I mean, come on. Let's get real here. If you want to get back into my good graces, because I'm not an influencer, I'm not gonna just spew out what I know against my heart and the way I feel. For you, it's just the way it is, man. If you want me to really feel that way about your products, coffee. If you really want me to feel that way about your products again, you can do better. I know you can. I've seen it in the past, and hopefully, it gets there. But until then, man, game on. I'm a cool, level-headed guy. I don't really judge people by their looks or any of that, or what do they say today, pronouns. Even though I don't get it, doesn't mean these people don't. It's a younger generation. Hey, whatever. To each their own, I guess. Each generation has their own thing. I mean, mine was, shaved heads, goatees, and flannels. It was the grunge era, baby. And, I just don't know what to say. other than game on. Maybe in the future things will be different. But until then, yeah, no, I'm not going to limit and or restrict my channel just for your agenda. I'm sorry. My channel is to reach out to a broader audience and to celebrate a whole wide variety of game systems. So, you need me to show you to the door, or you think you can find your way out? Or, I mean, you know, let me know. No. I mean, is it? It's still not working. No, I can find a way out. I can just, you know, even though what you say, it makes a lot of sense. And I mean, you just haven't really done anything really mean to me. I'll go and I just have a corporate profit margins, and I have to be able to, you know, exceed, and it's just like, okay, I guess I'll go now, Artichoke. Maybe I'll go back to the coast, and I'll sit and I'll think about it, and I'll talk to the board members and see what they have to say about it. Okay, just yeah, well, you know, hey, like I said, thanks for stopping by. See you later. Well, you've seen it here, folks. Don't know what to say. This is Artichoke Dip, the solitaire tabletop gamer. Signing off. Game on, my friends.